Lieutenant, thank you for calling. From what I hear, you've been very busy. We have quite a bit to discuss. First, congratulations on stopping the bombings in Anchorhead. Mayor Claren was both impressed and grateful. Well done.
Glad I could make a difference.
You've represented the Republic very well in this. Good job. I also understand that you not only located Fuse, but routed an entire Imperial research facility in the process. Lieutenant Tasser filed his report only moments ago, actually. I'm sorry he and his men couldn't arrive sooner.
Lieutenant Tasser was very helpful, General.
I'm glad to hear it. Tasser reports that you brought Fuse in alive and without resistance. Cardin will be pleased. He had begun to doubt our commitment to bring the Havoc traders in safely.
I never could have pulled this off without him.
Yes, Mayor Claren indicated that as well. I'm pleased that Fuse could see the error of his ways. What about the bomb designs that Fuse created for the Imperials? Were you able to retrieve a copy?
The Imperials fled with the designs while I was saving Fuse.
I'm glad you managed to bring Fuse in alive, Lieutenant, but letting those designs slip away will carry a heavy cost. Still, your mission was largely successful. You are to be congratulated.
Sir, I need to speak to you immediately. I've received a strange holomessage that appears to bear Imperial signal codes. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted you present to supervise and confirm that I'm not engaged in secret communications with Imperial personnel.
We better watch it immediately.
Yes, sir. I'll load it now.
Lara, it's me, Alexei. I hope you're well. It's been a long time.
Alexei? Sir, this message is from my brother. I don't know what to say.
I know this must be hard for you.
It's more surprising than anything. I honestly never thought I'd see his face again.
I'm sorry to contact you like this, but I need your help. My men and I, we're as good as dead. We're on Nar Shaddaa. We were caught tampering with one of the Hutt's operations. We never dreamed the slugs would have so much security. These Hutts are Imperial allies, Alara. There is no rescue team. We'll be disavowed and left to die. Please. You're my only hope now.
Get your brother out of there, Alara. You've got my leave.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your willingness to help, given the circumstances. I believe I can bring him to our side. I know my brother better than anyone. I can convince him to defect. Perhaps it's best if I see to this matter alone, sir. Alexei will be much easier to convince if he doesn't feel outnumbered.
If you can bring him in willingly, then all the better.
Coordinates are included at the end of the message. I'll prep my gear for search and rescue. The operation was a complete success, sir. Per Code 23 of the Enemy Interaction Guidelines, Alexei officially defected to the Galactic Republic. Given the circumstances, we didn't have much time to catch up, but I have my brother back. Thank you for allowing me to help him.
I'm happy to hear that everything worked out.
Hopefully Personnel Division will allow me to stay in contact with Alexei. Not privately, of course, and help guide him through the defection process. I should start compiling notes for him. Thanks again, sir.
Got a problem, sir. Weapons malfunction. I had a couple of misfires during that prison run. I think the barrel might be out of whack. Not surprising given all the action we've seen. With your permission, I'd like to inspect the rest of the squad's ordnance, make sure everything's up to code.
Way to think ahead, Jorgen.
That's what I do. When you're sniping enemies from 800 meters, any imperfection in the blaster can ruin your shot.
You hit targets from that far? You're good.
Part of the job, sir.
I found our first potential target for the Morale Improvement Initiative, an Imperial propagandist known as the Ambassador. I've collected a sample of his lies for your review.
Friends, the Ambassador would have you know that you needn't live in fear. You needn't bow to men who are your inferiors. In the Empire, you can live a life of purpose and accomplishment, where only those most fit to rule guide our society. A life of greatness.
Give me our intel on this guy.
The SIS has found no concrete data. He effectively has no personal history before becoming the Ambassador. Clearly an Imperial cover-up. These spurious recordings are broadcast all over the galaxy, filling people with doubts about our noble cause. The Ambassador is the public face of our enemy. Removing him will boost Republic troops' morale and combat effectiveness.
As soon as you locate the Ambassador, let me know.
You'll be the first person I notify, sir. Sir, we've had a breakthrough. The Ambassador has been spotted. He's staying in a suite at the Star Cluster Casino on Nar Shaddaa. If I move quickly, I can take him before he's relocated.
Sounds like a plan, 4X.
For the Republic! Sir, I am pleased to report that the mission was a complete success. Though the Ambassador had 15 armed guards in his casino suite, I managed to storm through them all, grab the lying fool, and leap out through the window.
Sounds like you really took them by surprise.
Very much so, sir. The enemy never had a chance. Having timed my assault perfectly, the Ambassador and I landed on a passing Ugnaught salvage scow after a mere 130-meter fall. Once I had made my apologies to the proprietors of the scow, I turned my prisoner over to the SIS, and the toll of liberty rang out across the galaxy.
Excellent work, 4X.
Now that the Ambassador's influence won't be spewing across the galaxy, I suspect we'll see a marked improvement in Republic morale. The only problem now will be selecting an even more impressive target.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. I understand you've just set down on Alderaan. The political situation on Alderaan is highly complicated. The world's ruling families are mired in a civil war for control of the planet. House Organa supports the Republic, so they're our primary ally. Your mission against the Havoc Traders is priority 1, but try to aid the Organas where you can as well.
I'll do everything I can.
The Empire supports House Organa's rival, House Thule. Thule was banished from Alderaan, but with the Empire's support, they've returned to make an attempt for control of the planet.
How much support is Thule actually getting from the Empire?
Quite a bit. Intelligence reports indicate that Imperial troops operate openly on Thule's behalf all over Alderaan. Now, your primary mission. Your target is Gearbox. A captured Thule nobleman has revealed his presence to our House Organa allies. Apparently, Gearbox is aiding House Thule and the Empire in their effort to take control of Alderaan, though we don't yet know the full nature of that assistance.
I'll ascertain Gearbox's objective immediately, General.
If it's something of interest, certainly recover what records you can, but your main objective remains the man himself. You should speak to the Thule nobleman that House Organa captured, and see if you can get more information from him. The Thule prisoner is being held in isolation at House Organa's estate. I left strict instructions that no one interact with him further until you arrive.
I'll proceed to the Organa estate at once, General.
The overseer at Organa's detention center is a man named Balak Cormac, a captain in their house military. He will be your primary contact. That's it, Lieutenant. Question the prisoner, determine Gearbox's whereabouts, and neutralize him. Understood?
I'll be done in no time.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Garza out.
Whoa. Hold up a minute, friend. The detention area is restricted. I'm going to need to see some identification before you come in here.
Here you go.
Thank you. Let's have a look then. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't recognize you. Well, your general told us someone was coming, but he didn't say who. You'll be wanting to talk to our esteemed guest from House Thule, won't you? He's a tough one. We worked him over a dozen times and he still won't talk.
Your orders were to keep the prisoner in isolation, Captain.
Well, yeah, I mean, we kept him away from all the other prisoners, kept anyone outside from talking to him, sure. But we wanted to be sure the man wasn't wasting your time with some made-up story.
It was good of you to try and help, but this is a Republic matter.
I apologize, Lieutenant, sir. It absolutely will not happen again. So, going back to the prisoner, sir, his name is Marcus Thule. Our boys caught old Marcus sneaking into the castle with a dozen Imperial commandos, set on cutting the head of House Organa into Throntibate.
If you captured any Imperials, I'll need to speak with them as well.
I'm afraid there aren't any, Lieutenant. They all went down during the fight. Took a lot of our boys with them, too. Anyways, as soon as we got the shock cuffs on him, Marcus starts in on the Gearbox stuff. Critical intelligence, Republic Special Forces will want to know, that sort of thing. That's when we called your people.
I should speak with the prisoner at once.
Absolutely, sir. Sorry to have held you up so long. Marcus is in holding cell 5, Lieutenant. I've set the security door to grant you access, whenever you're ready.
So, a visitor. Welcome. I am Marcus and Darius Thule. Your aspect and equipment are not those of House Organa. Whom do you represent?
I'm with Republic Special Forces.
Just as I'd hoped. We have much to discuss. I can tell you all about Gearbox, the Empire, and their activities. But before I help you, you must help me. I want protection for my wife and daughter.
I'm not sure I understand.
My wife and daughter. They still live amongst my house, and amongst the Imperials. If I tell you what I know, they will suffer for that betrayal. I won't allow this. So until my family is safe, I can tell you nothing.
Your family isn't my problem.
I understand that, which is why I cannot trust you to rescue them once I've revealed what I know. Perhaps a compromise. I tell you part of what I know to prove the veracity of my claims. If you find that my intelligence is accurate, you help my family. After which, I will tell you exactly how to locate Gearbox.
Let's hear this intel of yours.
Among other projects, Gearbox has helped construct a hidden, highly sophisticated missile battery capable of eradicating any Organa force that approaches Thule territory. Destroying this missile battery would greatly benefit your Organa allies and prove how accurate my information is. All you need do for the rest is protect my wife and daughter.
We'll talk after I'm done checking your intel. If you're telling the truth, then I'll protect your family.
Then you will have what you seek. Farewell.
I gotta say, Lieutenant, you're something else. Until you showed up, Marcus had barely spouted 20 words at us. Don't know about this business with Marcus's wife and daughter, though. The boys upstairs may not approve of cutting deals with this guy.
Saving the family is the only way to get Marcus's intel.
Well, then it's probably best if we don't call any attention to ourselves. So what about Marcus's story? All of this missile launcher business. You think he's telling the truth?
It's hard to say, but there's no choice but to investigate.
Suppose so, sir. Never thought I'd say this about a Thule, but I think I actually believe the guy. Well, good luck out there, friend. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some clues about this Gearbox guy. I'll keep an eye on Marcus while you're gone.
Even the smaller houses have huge mansions. Must be nice.
Forward battery, this is primary. I've got some fresh ballistic data for the MR3s you've got loaded down there.
Well, if it isn't our old friend Gearbox. Nice that the old man's keeping busy, I guess.
Looks like Marcus was honest on all points.
Looks that way. Hear that, you old crank? Your noble buddy is selling you out.
We've been doing some testing for Project B and worked out new results for your range Rex. You want to nudge those MR3s a good 0.053 degrees positive lateral to get clean hits on Zone 3. Anyhow, stay sharp out there, kids. Maybe once Project B is complete, we'll have you over for a little demonstration. Primary out.
What do you think Project B is? He definitely sounds excited about it.
No ideas here, Sergeant.
I bet our old friend Marcus might be able to shed some light on the subject. Let's find out. Ready to move whenever you are, sir.